Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today I am covering Ladies of London, Season 1, Episode 2, A Match Made in Tabloid Heaven. You guys, I'm so excited to be covering this series. I love Ladies of London. I hope you're enjoying it as much as me. I'm loving the rewatch. I just love this show so much. So I can't wait to get into this episode. Let's talk about it. And I need to know your thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode and on the whole show. So I have to start out by saying I love the opening song. It's so catchy. It gets stuck in my head. It's so fun. I just think it's so much more fun than some of the housewife opening scenes are and the opening songs. So we pick up at Juliette's house in Battersea. And she's spending the morning with her kids and her husband. And it's just cool. I like to see their homes. I like to see their family lives. Of course, Juliette and her husband Gregor are American. They're in London for his job. And we see this very cute little coat dress on this little girl that I'm obsessed with. Just so cute. She mentioned before that her children have British accents. So cute. We go over to Marissa's and it's revealed that she worked in restaurant PR, and her husband, of course, owns nightclubs and restaurants and stuff, so they've kind of set up this little restaurant empire. So she's kind of helping out here, and Juliette comes to meet her for lunch. They have a funny conversation where they're saying the Americans have much more fun than the British. They talk about Annabelle. Juliette says the Brits need to lighten up. Oh, it's coming for you, Juliette. Just wait. So it's a Serpentine, I think I'm saying that right, event this weekend. Every year they do a art installation. It seems to be a big deal. It kicks off like the summer. It's a party season. So Marissa's husband, Matt, is running the bar for the event. So Marissa is walking alone. Juliette is dressing some people for the event because she's in fashion PR. And Marissa wants to get the girls together for a drink before the event. There's a funny scene where Juliette orders a fish pie and they bring this out. And I know I'm in the minority here. I love British food. I don't know about that claw sticking out at me, giving me the finger. So we go over to Noelle and Scott. They meet up for lunch. And I don't know what this restaurant is, but I think it's super cool. They're looking at the menus and she says right in front of the waiter, let's order. I want to hear about court. So it's revealed that they want to do another adjournment since Scott's ex has run out of funding. They want to supposedly Noelle and Scott want to get married. Apparently the last time this happened, they went to get married and then ended up being postponed again. She's saying it's been 4 years of trying to figure out what's going on. Noelle's saying people think Scott has squirreled away his money and it's all bullshit. It's so strange. So it's not like they're debating over whether or not he has a couple $1,000s. We're talking millions of dollars. If you remember in the last episode, he even went to jail for a few months because he didn't reveal his financial situation because of this awful divorce with his ex. So that's very interesting. I think Noelle knows what's up. I think he tells her, and so that's why she's stuck around so long. That's my thought on that. And we see those lips again. It's my favorite thing to point out on Noelle. She loves to puff those lips out. Here they are, puffing away. We go over to Caprice's house in Notting Hill. She's 7 months pregnant. Last year, she was told that she couldn't carry her own baby to term, so they started exploring surrogates. The surrogate pregnancy took, and then she got pregnant naturally. So they're having 2 babies within like 2 months of each other. She says this part was interesting to me. They chose a surrogate in the United States because the rules are different in Europe versus America. The surrogate mom cannot have any rights to that baby. And I guess it's not the case in Europe. So I totally understand her decision there. That would be very scary if you chose a surrogate and something went wrong. So it's just wild that the surrogate took and then she naturally got pregnant. So 2 babies. We go over to Caroline's house in Surrey. I love Caroline's house. Look at this closet. Look at these shoes. That's jealousy. So of course her husband Jim, they've got 3 kids. She says, and I remember this story from the first time I watched this show, it made me laugh. She said when she found out she was having twins, she rushed home and told the housekeeper, "Congratulations, you're having twins." Caroline says she's suited to America because the Brits can be a bit boring. It's revealed that Jim is in finance. He's an investment broker and a private equity. He works 10 days in Kazakhstan and 10 days in the UK. We go over to Caprice, who is FaceTiming her mom about her pregnancy. This is kind of when we find out that son story is going to come out. We saw her taking pictures for it. She says she basically, you can't manage or control the press. You have to tell them the truth before they make up the story. So this is the part, I just love seeing London life. I love seeing this kind of stuff. We see Scott and Noelle looking at flats. This first flat they're looking at is $6,700 a month. And honestly, I just can't believe how much money for not very much. She's pouty about it. You know, he's trying to make the best of it. It does not look like a great flat, but $6,700 a month. And this was in 2014, so I can only imagine. So they stand out front, and Noelle's saying, "I deserve a bit better than this." They talk about the Serpentine event. Scott says he talked to a guy. There's nothing that can be done to get them in. They're talking about being at capacity. She's annoyed. She's saying, "I got a gorgeous Carolina Herrera dress." And there's the lips again. I talk about this on the last episode. I'll probably talk about this on every episode. Nicole and her weird lip movement. I don't know what this is. I don't know if she's trying to pout or if she just has the weirdest, I can't help but notice it all the time. She purses her lips in such a strange way. So we see Noelle calling Marissa. Marissa to camera says, "Noelle, the queen of hustle, is back. But if you're not on the invitation list, good luck." Marissa says she'll try on her end to get some tickets. Then we get to see Caroline's office. She runs the gift library, and gosh, look at her life. She's getting her nails done while at work. I'm so jealous. So Caroline explains what she does is runs a unique gift door service. Royals use them, socialites, A-listers, and it's just interesting to see her business. We'll see more of it in the seasons to come, but it's just interesting. Okay, so her assistant brings her the paper, and she's pointing out where she's in the paper from a friend's party. But then we see the article where Caprice is having the 2 babies, one natural and one via surrogate. We are cut in with a scene of Juliette calling Marissa. They're talking about it and that they're surprised. They all say it's crazy to put that out there, which I totally agree. Caprice seems like she's super into the press. And so she's eating this stuff up. We'll see that more in the episode, but all the other ladies seem to think she's crazy for putting it out there. Marissa says, "Is this front page news? It must be a slow news day." We see Annabelle calling Caprice. Annabelle says, "I don't actively pursue being in the press." And Caprice says, "It feels amazing to get my story out there. Everyone is celebrating with me." Talk about an inflated sense of self. Okay, Caprice. So then we see Caprice have a meeting with the people that, helped her with the story. She's saying, "My story is much bigger than I thought it would be." They talk about, of course, Kate Middleton and how she was in the paper, but she wasn't on the front page. And we have Caprice saying, "Kate Middleton is the most famous face in the world, yet I got the cover over her." Oh my God. I mean, that's ridiculous. That is such an inflated sense of self like I've never seen. So it's the day of the Serpentine party. Noelle goes to get her hair done. So this is funny to me. She brings her dress. She's going to get her hair done. And she doesn't even know if she has a ticket yet. She's just going. Like, that takes balls. I can't imagine going to get ready for a fancy event where I'm not sure if I have a ticket or not. Caroline's getting her makeup done. We see Luke again. It's revealed that Roberto Cavalli is a family friend, and they dress her for events. I love Caroline Stanbury. I really do. I think she's great, and what a life. So Caroline has a really funny line here. She says, Caprice is a walking advertisement for herself. I'm just not in the mood for the Caprice show. So then we see Marissa in her fancy dress. I like the dress very much. I think she looks beautiful. I hate the hair. Look at this hair. It's like Bride of Frankenstein hair. I don't understand it. Noelle puts on the dress. Scott comes in. He's got bad news on the tickets. He tried everything. They're at capacity. Noelle says, she's such a little snot. She says, it's not like we're some riffraff off the street. So she's saying she's feeling incredibly frustrated with Scott right now. I think you're both nuts. And I just can't believe the attitude. So Marissa is hosting drinks and appetizers for her friends. Noelle comes in wearing her Carolina Herrera. I do love her dress. I think she looks beautiful. Marissa tried to get tickets but was not able to get them. Noelle is annoyed. Look at her lips. She thanks Marissa. Caroline arrives in this beautiful green dress. I think it looks stunning on her. And Caroline says, she tells the story that last night at a friend's house, Elton John came out and did a surprise show for them. Again, her life is incredible. That's amazing. Caroline happens to have a spare ticket because her husband ended up having to go out of town. Scott says we can toss a coin, and Noelle says, nope, I'm going. Juliette arrives. Okay, so Juliette's in fashion PR. I do not like her outfit at all. I don't understand it. I don't understand the mixed match patterns. This whole look was odd to me. I don't love it. I think she's a pretty girl, but I don't think this outfit looks great on her at all. Juliette says Scott is always lingering in the corner. Caprice arrives. What the heck is Caprice wearing? She's got bugs all over her. I do not understand this dress at all. I tried to find it. I Googled it to see, what I couldn't even find it. I just found pictures of her in this stupid dress. Caroline says pregnant women should not be able to pick their own clothes. Caprice says she would never do that to Ty, talking about what Noelle is doing, leaving Scott behind. Annabelle arrives, and they talk about the surrogate story coming out. And if you watch, Caroline is making the funniest facial expressions during this whole thing, because Caprice is going on and on about the story and how good it was, and Caroline's just making these faces, and I love Caroline. Noelle talking about Scott needing to get out of his bankruptcy. So they leave for the event. We see all the famous Brits at this event. We see Ewan McGregor, Kate Moss, Naomi Campbell, list goes on and on. We see all the women walk the red carpet here, or lack of carpet here. Caroline has a funny moment where she says Caprice's career is based on press. I would be mortified to walk back and forth like she does. And then they go into the event, and then we get a flash of next time. So we got Caprice looking at pictures of herself. What else is new? Annabelle seems to be mentoring this fashion designer. We have a 4th of July party at Marissa's, thrown by Marissa and Juliette. And then it's Juliette versus Caprice and Annabelle. So I remember this starts getting juicy, so stick with it because things are getting good. I love this show so much. I think it's so fun. I love rewatching this with you guys. I can't wait to read your comments, to see what you're thinking. I want to know your thoughts on the ladies. Which one do you like? Which one not so much? I just love it all. So I'll talk about it all with you. So let me know in the comments below. And I thank you so much for watching. I really do. And I can't wait to go further into this series with you and continue the rewatch. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.